everybody, it's Michelle, and I've got another European Paper Crafts design team project for you guys today. I'm having so much fun working with these beautiful craft supplies. I just love these. This is my favorite so far that I'm going to be showing you guys today. This is the Easy 3D die cut toppers, and the ones I'm going to be using today are from the Flowers in Teacups set, and they are just gorgeous. But you guys need to go over and check that website out and look at all of their other 3D toppers. They are gorgeous. They've got flowers and birds and cupcakes, Christmas images, and the cutest little set of penguin ones. I think I really want to get the penguins, and I just love them. And I'll show you guys a little bit about how these work. You've got one that is the full image that you're trying to create, and it's just like a die cut out of pretty heavy cardstock, and it's got like the metallic elements on there. It's really decorated very well. So you could use this just as an image on its own, but I really like the dimension you can get. It's got another partial part of the image that you can put right over top of that on a 3D foam square so that that will stand up and have some dimension to it. And then there's even a third layer to give it even more dimension. That'll be on a 3D foam square as well. And the 3D foam squares you can get over on the website too at 3dcardmaking.com. And I'll put the links to the 3D toppers and the foam squares and the cards and everything that I'll be using today from that website. So go over there and shop around a little bit and see what else you can find. I just love their products. They're gorgeous. So I'm going to put this 3D image onto a 3D luxury card. And this is from the Lena collection. So you'll have a link to that in the description also. And I just love that little die cut window area. I think that really adds a lot of interest to the cards. So I can't wait to use that. These products are so decorative and intricate already. It's really great for beginner card makers like myself, that there's really not a whole lot left to be done. The products kind of do the work for you, and they are so gorgeous. So I'm also going to be using some paper from the paper pack that you saw in my last design team video, and that is the Scrapberry's 6x6 butterfly paper set. And there are some beautiful papers in there. The ones I'm going to be using is this one here. It's a 6x6 with a beautiful pattern on here, but I had to cut it down to fit inside my card. And my card is 4.5 by 6.5. So I cut my paper down, which started out at 6x6. I cut it down to 4 3/8. That way it's going to leave me just a 1/16 of an inch around the edge. And I really couldn't leave much more of a border than that, or I would show a gap through my window here. So I cut that at 4 3/8. As you guys can see, I'll just pull that apart there. I cut this side off, and I will be saving that for another project. I think that is just gorgeous. And that left me with a piece here with that beautiful light blue background pattern in a 4 3/8 by 6. Now that's not quite long enough to fit inside my card. The width is right, and that gives me a good border all the way around. But as you can see, I've got maybe close to a 1/2 inch down here, a little less than a 1/2 inch. That comes up just a little bit short, since my card is 6.5 inches tall. So I found another sheet. You guys may remember this one. I told you it would be great to cut into strips for borders. I went ahead and cut the top strip off of that in that pale rosy color, and I thought that would be a really good accent to bring out the colors of the flowers and get a little bit of that on the inside of the card too. And we'll just take up the gap with that. And I need to find some projects for the rest of these strips. I think these are just gorgeous. Okay, so to get started, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the inside of my card first and save the best for last with that 3D set on the front of the card. So what I'm going to do first is go ahead and cut my strip down to be the same width as my other piece of paper that's going in there. And just cut that off even, and then we can adhere those to the inside of the card. You can use whatever adhesive you prefer. I tend to kind of switch back and forth between a glue stick and my art glitter glue liquid adhesive. And I think since this is sort of a thinner sheet there, that I'm going to use my glue stick. And I'm using the Craft Bond by Elmer's. And I'm just going to put that all over the back of my paper to go inside my card. And just adhere that down. And I kind of have to scoot it all the way up to the top and leave that little shortage at the bottom because of the die cuts on the front of my card. That way I've got that blue showing through my die cuts everywhere. So then we'll just make up the difference with our little strip here. I'm going to try to get as close to the edge as I can and make sure that gets adhered down really good. And I think that's very pretty. Now you could stamp your sentiment in here or maybe just above it, as long as it's somewhere that won't show through that window there. We want to keep that where we just see that pretty blue background. And I'm going to be stamping Happy Valentine's Day. I wanted this to be an anniversary card, but you guys know that I'm still building up my collection of stamps. I don't have one that says Happy Anniversary. I really wanted one that said that. But I'm going to ink this up with my Memento Tuxedo black ink. And I think since we do have that separation there, I'm going to make that little pink strip at the bottom of my sentiment strip. And just stamp that right on my pink strip. I think that is really cute. That way that kind of makes sense of having the extra strip down there. It's also down at the bottom so that it's well hidden from our window and leaves all of this area clear for you to put your handwritten sentiments in there. And I think that's really cute. You guys don't have to do the little strip down there. If you're using a larger paper pack, then you can just cut a piece that fits without having to do that. But I really wanted to work with what I had with those beautiful papers in that butterfly set. I thought that was beautiful. So now we get to do the fun part and assemble our little 3D image. And I'm going to place it right about here on the front of my card. And I think with this base layer, I'm just going to adhere it straight down without any of the 3D foam. If you really wanted to add a lot of dimension, you could put this up on a foam square too. It just depends how much dimension you want on your card. And I just love that little image with that teacup full of roses. Okay, and now we take our 3D foam squares. I'm going to take my second image here and put some foam squares on the back of that. And just peel off those backers. And line that up. And stick it right down. And you guys can see, I hope you can see that dimension. I really like that. And another layer. I'll put some of my foam squares on there. Up. And stick that right down. And as you can see, that's another layer of dimension. And to see this in real life, it really adds a lot to it to have that dimension on the card. I really love these. And what a simple card that went together so quickly and so easily. I really love this card. So leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Be sure to go over to 3dcardmaking.com and check out these products and all of the other beautiful products that they've got over there. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a like on my Facebook page, and be sure to join our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll put the links to all of those in the description below as well, so be sure and check those out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.